This one I've been looking forward to. Josh Taylor against Ramirez. Like we said, the odds don't necessarily reflect how close it is. Minus 260 on Taylor, plus 210 on Ramirez. Head over to mybookie.ag. Use the promo code ATLAS for 100% credit on your first deposit up to $1,000. I'm dying to hear what you think on this. Let's break down the fight, and then we'll come back to it with my bookie and give a prediction for the fight. We got the over-under at 10.5 rounds, minus 380 on the over, plus 300 on the under. What are you looking for in this one? Taylor coming off a big win against our man Regis Prograis, split decision, a fight that Taylor probably won a little bit more convincingly, but I'm dying to see this one. Ramirez obviously has been on fire. Beat Hooker. Looking good, California kid. What do you think?
I'm surprised. To your point, Ken, I'm surprised that this line is as big as it is. I am. I'm a little surprised. I think I know the reason. But obviously the bookmakers think that Taylor's a lot better, that he's going to win. But, and listen, our fans over there, I'm thinking about you guys. And now, you have a chance to get redemption because Billy Joe, he disappointed you guys, and he did, whatever you call. And now Josh Taylor will he'll bring it back for you. He'll bring it back for you. Okay, so this is what I think. I think it's going to be a terrific fight. I think the styles make fights. Both these styles, they speak to a great fight. They yell, they bark to a great fight. That it should be terrific. It's for all the belts, right, Ken? It's for all the belts, I believe.
All
to
of them.
unify. Yep, all of them.
That
4
matter.
belts. Yep, all that matter. 4 belts, and
the Ring Magazine.
Okay,
So all 5.
all of that stuff, whatever. And I think coming off of what you just touched on, where Taylor's coming off a hell of a win against Prograis, good competitive majority decision. I thought he won, but majority decision win. Now, Taylor's style is that he can box on the outside. He's a southpaw. That's going to give another dimension for Ramirez to overcome. He's a southpaw. He can box on the outside, but he's a guy that can go in the trenches too. He's a son of a gun. He could go in the trenches too. He knows how to put water in the basement too and go to the body, as I always would say on ESPN over the years. And I say here now, he could do either way. He's comfortable inside or outside. Ramirez is known more for wanting to be in the trenches. He wants to get in, wants to put water in your basement, go to the body, break you down, bring relentless pressure. But don't sleep on him. I've seen in his last few fights, he's gotten better. His trainer's doing a good job. He's gotten better at using his jab and being able to do things on the outside to stabilize guys that want to box with him. You want to box with Ramirez. You don't want him to get close. You want to counterpunch. You want to keep him outside. You don't want him to get into your kitchen. You want to be able to make him pay a price for the real estate he's trying to earn, getting close to you. That's how you want to fight Ramirez. Ramirez don't make it so easy anymore. He uses his jab pretty damn well, where he can nullify some of that. He can negate some of that. He can take some of that away. He can stabilize a boxer on the outside with his jab. So he's got a better in that area. He's better than the bookmakers are looking at it right now. And I see my man Krackenberger, because he's the top guy in Vegas. He's the man. He's already taking notes. He's already he's going to be on top of this thing, let me tell you. But he's better. Everyone's thinking Taylor's going to dominate outside and he can hold his own on the inside, so he's going to win the fight. Again, no, not so quick. Ramirez, he can handle himself with that jab and do what he has to do to take away your advantages, or at least to even the playing field with a boxer on the outside. Now, here's the reason why I think the line is what it is. You beautifully, you said, you brought up that Taylor beat Prograis in his last fight. Now, in the last fight for Ramirez, it wasn't as beautiful. He had a tough win again, and it was beautiful, but he had a tough win against Postal. And Postal is a very, very difficult style. And that's why the bookmakers like Taylor, because Postal fought him the way they think Taylor could fight him. He fought him on the outside. He's got a good jab. He uses his legs. He owns the outside, the parameters of the ring. He's a very, very difficult style. He's awkward. He's unorthodox a little bit. There's something about his style, like you come in 2 inches, he goes back 3. He'll look to counter you. He knows how to control range, Postal. He is not an easy out. He is not. He's a former champion. He is not a freaking easy guy to freaking deal with. And Ramirez got the win. But a lot of people, they saw some flaws in Ramirez. They said, oh, wait a minute. I guarantee you this is the reason. I'm always looking for reasons. Like, why in such a competitive fight, such a tight fight, why would one guy be over 2-1 favored? Why? And then I said, oh, they're smart. They watched the Postal fight. They saw him give him trouble on the outside. They figured, all right, Taylor could do the same thing. Here's the difference. Even though Postal has some losses, a couple, and Taylor's undefeated, Postal is more difficult on the outside than Taylor. His style is more difficult to deal with, where he controls range even better, where he's even more consistent at staying in that geography, if you will. Where Taylor, he's good on the outside, don't get me wrong. Not as difficult as Postal, because he will engage you. He will allow you to get close, or he will get close to you. He has no problem engaging you because he knows he can fight inside. As I said, he could go to the body, he could, and he did it with Prograis. He showed it. And that's where I think they came up with this line. They saw Postal give Ramirez trouble on the outside. Say, oh, Taylor's going to give him trouble on the outside. Taylor's not as good on the outside or as consistent on the outside as Postal. He's not. In my book, he's not. So that means Ramirez is going to be able to handle the outside, and he's going to wind up getting to where he likes to be. On the inside, which is not going to be any Sunday walk in the park either. It's not going to be a Sunday stroll because Taylor's damn good on the inside too. But that's where Ramirez wants to be. That's his place. That's his comfort zone. Let's not forget, this kid's an Olympian. Taylor was a top amateur too. So this kid was an Olympian. Let's not forget that. You know? So people that are sleeping on him, I think they're wrong. I think he's going to be able to, at the very least, even the playing field with his jab on the outside, not let himself be dominated. He had some trouble on the outside with Postal. He's not going to be dominated there. And he's going to get to where he wants to get to the promised land in his mind, to the inside. And it's going to be a hell of a fight. It's going to be a heck of a fight. And it's going to be down to all those same old, things. Who wants it the most? Who's the best condition? Who's the strongest mentally? That's the main thing. Who's the strongest mentally? It's going to come down. But here's a thing for my man Bill Krakenberger and all the people out there in my bookie that are looking to try to get an edge, that they think that they can hang their hat on. You ready, Ken?
Yep.
I always talk about the geography. This is an X factor here. Who gets the geography in the ring that they want, that benefits their style, their abilities, whether it's on the inside or boxing out the outside? Who gets that? Who owns that geography? This fight's about the geography, but in a different way. Not in the ring. Outside the ring. Taylor's used to fighting over there. Hi, everyone. How's the crumpets going? He's used to fighting over there, across the pond. That's where not only his success has been, his comfort is with the great fans, packed stadiums. Now, of course, it's just coming back now with COVID and all that stuff. But he's used to having that support. I know you're in the ring alone. Don't get me wrong. Nobody knows that better than me. You're in the ring alone, but it means something. He's used to whatever that means, to that support, that comfort of being at home in London. This fight ain't in London. It's here in Las Vegas. It's not over there. Now, I know both fighters are with the same promoter. So it's also going to come down to that. Who does Bob Arum, Top Rank, who does they want to win the most? Who do they want? Because believe me, people, listen, you get what you get here. You get the X-ray machine. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sometimes, you don't want to see how the sausage is made because then you're never going to eat another delicious sausage hero anymore. You don't want to know. But you're going to know here. That stuff goes on. Judges are influenced. Promoters have influence over the judges. Judges want to work. They know who's supposed to win sometimes. Yeah, I hate to break it to you guys. I hate to break it to you. Make sure your kids aren't around right now, are they? Are they?
No.
All right, because I don't want to say this. I'm going to say the next thing. There's no Santa Claus. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I never say that to the kids, because we want to keep that faith and we want to keep that dream and just that part of being a child. It's beautiful, But, yeah, I hate to tell you guys, but the promoters have too much influence over the judges. The judges know who they want to win if they want to keep working. And believe me, the promoters have a lot to say about who works or who doesn't work. They could cross a guy right out. No, we don't want him. They can't say we got to have this guy, but they can say we don't want him. Same thing. So unfortunately, that's one of the things that I've yelled about for years from the treetops, for the mountaintops at ESPN. Please give us a national commission. Please fix these freaking things. And I've yelled to the point where I got myself in trouble. But anyway, you never yell at me. I can say it here. You say, Teddy, it's okay. It's good. Come on, let's do more of it. And the fans too. And that's why I'm here doing this show. But it comes down to, A, the comfort level, all the things I already broke down as far as the physical attributes of both fighters. And then it comes down to how well does Taylor travel? Some guys don't travel well. How well does he travel? How comfortable will he be in Vegas in that fight where Ramirez will be comfortable? He'll be very comfortable. And both guys in their home bases draw big crowds. Ramirez in Fresno, he's got a great story helping the farmers with the water effort and all that stuff. Great story. And Taylor, great over there with the huge amounts of people. So Aaron could go over there and promote over there, no doubt about it, and make money over there. And he could promote right here in the USFA. He could promote right here with Ramirez. And he could do the same thing, bring big crowds now that the COVID's over. So who does he want to win? So that's going to come down to, that's going to be part of it. Who does Aram, who do they want to win more? I'm going to say Ramirez with the great Latino following and everything else and everything. And again, Taylor's got a great following with you guys over there. He does, now that you're choking on your crumpets that I'm going down a road that you probably didn't want me to go down. But I'm sorry. Sip that tea. I'm sorry. But I'm gonna say it's Aram probably wants Ramirez more, maybe. And at the end of the day, here's my pick. A split decision win for Ramirez. And maybe controversial. Maybe not. Everything in boxing is controversial anyway, Ken. But a split decision win for Ramirez. And I'm sorry, I still love you. I'm sorry I couldn't bring you better news over across the pond after the Billy Joel. You're waiting to get good news this week. You had to go through that and suffer through the Billy Joel Saunders fight last week, and now you wanted to recuperate a little bit, right? And you figure, okay, we'll recuperate. We're gonna get it back with Taylor. No, guys. No. I'm sorry. But you still got darts. You still got snooker, like I said earlier. And we still love you. We still love you.